Whispers in the Shadows. Episode 7, The Choice Unveiled. A deafening hum reverberates, whispers colliding into a chaotic cacophony. The sound of a heartbeat grows louder. Maya's eyes snapped open. The glowing door of light and the pulsing shadowy entrance loomed before her, their auras blending into an overwhelming storm of energy. Caleb's voice echoed in her ears, though she couldn't see him anymore. "You're not alone," he had said. But now, as the Watcher's presence pressed against her back, Maya felt the weight of solitude crushing her. "You hesitate," the Watcher rumbled, its tone neither mocking nor kind. "But hesitation will not save your world." Maya turned, glaring at the towering shadow. "Why me? What makes me the key?" The Watcher leaned closer, its glowing eyes burning into hers. "Because you were born of the Veil, Maya. You are both of this world and the other. The choice was never one of your making, but it has always been yours to bear." Her knees threatened to buckle under the gravity of its words. She looked at the glowing door, its warmth pulling at her, promising peace. Then at the shadowed entrance, its cold allure whispering of unimaginable power. "What happens if I choose neither?" she asked, her voice trembling. The Watcher's laughter echoed, low and resonant. "Then the veil will collapse, and both worlds will cease to exist. Is that the freedom you seek?" Maya gritted her teeth. Caleb's voice surfaced again, faint but clear. "We'll find another way." But what if there wasn't one? What if this was the only way? She clenched her fists, her nails biting into her palms. The symbols on her wrist glowed brighter, the heat pulsing in rhythm with the doors before her. As she stared, images flashed in her mind. Her mother's fragile face, Caleb's panicked eyes, the shadowy creatures clawing their way into her world. Maya stepped forward. "Stop!" Caleb's voice broke through the void, louder and more desperate than before. She whirled around, and there he was, standing amidst the swirling shadows, his face pale and frantic. "Don't do this, Maya. We'll figure it out together, like we always have." Tears stung her eyes. "Caleb, I don't have time to figure it out. If I don't choose, it all ends." He reached for her, his hands trembling. "Then let me help, please." The Watcher's shadow swirled around Caleb, pulling him back. He struggled against it, his voice growing faint again. "Maya, don't let it win." The Watcher's eyes flared. "You have delayed long enough. Choose." Maya turned back to the doors, her heart pounding. The light promised salvation, but at the cost of her life. The shadow promised freedom and power, but at the cost of the world she loved. She closed her eyes, feeling the pulse of the symbols on her wrist, the whispers surrounding her, the weight of everything pressing down on her chest. "I choose," she stepped forward. A sharp crack, followed by an explosive burst of energy. The whispers stopped abruptly, leaving an eerie silence. Maya collapsed to her knees, gasping for breath. The chamber around her was gone, replaced by a sprawling expanse of shimmering light and shadow intertwining in the distance. Caleb was there, kneeling a few feet away, his eyes wide with fear and relief. "You're alive," he said, crawling toward her. Maya looked at her hands, expecting them to glow or burn, but they were still. The marks on her wrist had disappeared. What happened? The Watcher materialized before them, its form more solid than ever. "You have chosen a path that defies the veil. Neither light nor shadow, but something in between." Caleb helped Maya to her feet, glaring at the Watcher. "What does that mean?" The Watcher's eyes narrowed. "It means the balance has been shattered. The veil no longer binds as it once did. You have created something new, something unpredictable." The ground beneath them trembled. Fissures opened, but instead of shadow or light, a swirling mixture of both poured out, twisting and writhing like living smoke. "Maya," Caleb's voice was barely a whisper. She looked at the Watcher. "Did I make it worse?" The Watcher tilted its head. "Worse? Better? Such concepts no longer apply. You have rewritten the veil itself. The consequences are yours to bear." Before either of them could respond, the fissures exploded outward, engulfing them in a blinding wave of energy. Sound. A piercing hum, then silence. Faint echoes of whispers returned, softer, more fragmented. Maya opened her eyes to find herself back in her living room. The familiar scent of her mother's herbal tea lingered in the air, but everything felt off. The shadows in the corners were darker, deeper, as if they were watching her. The light streaming through the windows had a strange, iridescent hue. Caleb stood beside her, holding the book tightly. "Are we back?" Maya nodded slowly, but her gut told her this wasn't the same world they had left. The marks on her wrist might have vanished, but their presence lingered. Her mother's voice called from upstairs, shaky and faint. "Maya? Is that you?" Maya exchanged a glance with Caleb, dread pooling in her stomach. "We're not done," she said softly. Caleb nodded, his grip on the book tightening. "No, we're not." The faint hum of energy, growing louder as the whispers intensify once more. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Stay tuned for episode 8 as Maya faces the repercussions of her choice and uncovers the true cost of defying the veil.